everyone. So, when we're talking about abortion, according to Professor Bizarro's article, we are talking about two main stances. One being pro choice, which we'll explain a little bit, and the other being pro life. So, to be pro life means that the fetus inside of that woman has every right to be there, every right to survive. You preserve that life. You do everything in your power to not lose the fetus. And then in the other stance of pro-choice, this is where I stand. And I hope that in this class we understand to respectfully agree or disagree. Um, Everybody has their own choice. But I stand as a pro-choice person when it comes to abortion. For my reasons of being pro-choice is that because being a sexual assault victim, I think that and thank God I did not have that issue, but if for some reason a woman is to become impregnated after being assaulted, they should have every right in the book to have an abortion with no questions asked. No questions. There are a few other points that are made in this article. So when it comes to pro-choice, you could have the stance that the fetus is not a person. So that means that depending on the trimester you're in, could mean that the fetus is not a person. The interview with, I believe her name is Liz, I felt very contradictive of her own self because so in one breath, she says that if a baby is predetermined to be aborted, then it's not morally wrong. But in this next breath, she says, but that's not what she's saying. But that's how I interpret it, and that's what I got from it. She said that every fetus is predetermined, so some might be predetermined for abortion, some might be predetermined for a future. But then what happens when it's when you miscarry a baby? You can't predetermine a miscarriage. And you can't how are you supposed to know? Is my biggest issue when it comes to this. Is how are you supposed to know that this fetus is destined to become the president of the United States and this fetus is destined to be aborted? How do you know? And I think she tries to answer that by saying that if the mom of said fetus wants to have the abortion, then it doesn't have a predetermined future. So based on what that mom says is the choice. But I don't really agree with that. I just don't think that is morally acceptable or right. The next option that they talk about is my body, my choice. And unfortunately, we're hearing this lingo come up a lot right now because of the COVID-19 vaccine. My body, my choice. People don't want to get it. People want to get it. I hope that we all respectfully agree or disagree when it comes to that. But this is where my stance falls into play when it comes to abortion. Is that if a woman is assaulted, becomes a victim of a trauma of any sorts, and they become impregnated, they have every right, no questions asked, to have an abortion. Every right, no questions asked. And then the third topic is a reality check. So if we make abortion illegal, women will try to do it on their own in unsafe manners that might not only cost their fetus's life, but their life as well. And part of what we need to know is that abortion has been going on for so long. So why are we not giving women the safe option? Why do they feel like they have to use a clothes hanger to get to basically kill themselves? Because that in turn kills the fetus. So I hope that we can all agree to disagree, if that may be. And I look forward to doing some more research into this topic.